Hello, hello, hello. The reason we are here is because I must confess my misgressions because I have been a naughty boy. I have no, let's be serious. I must confess my sins. In fact, I've got a couple of sins not even happening today because I should have confessed you earlier. I fucked up a couple times. With excess weed and wanking to pornography. Once or twice since I last spoke to you, and this has been today has been a day in which that's welled up even more to the point that I feel like, yeah, I need to confess to you guys. I need to confess the reality of the flawed motherfuckerness that I am. Because I've had a very interesting day. I'm in an incredible space right now because I'm seeing how things are coming together. But they required me to still be in the mud. So I want to show you the type of mud I've had on me, okay? Firstly, I woke up today from a fucking a almost wet dream. I'm a fucking 25-year-old man and I still almost having wet dreams. I say almost because I wake up before, like, I feel it happening. I feel it about to happen and it wakes me up and I'm like, oh, no, no, no. Don't come to bed. So that woke me up and I was like, the it's weird because my dreams are never like, the dreams themselves have big narratives, and it's only like right at, say for example today, it was right at the end where it turned quickly sexual, and that's what woke me up into a wet dream. But the dream prior had nothing to do with sex. It was actually a dream that kind of made me like, it's weird. My dreams are not necessarily that obvious, but they leave me with a feeling when I wake up. And so I woke up feeling very like, well, I've written here, I felt shit, but essentially it was just like a feeling of anxiety and like not knowing where it's come from, but also like just knowing that feeling has arisen from whatever I've gone through in my dreams. So that was the start of the day, and Anya was already at work, so we didn't get a chance to chant together in the morning. And this is pretty much the three or maybe even four, since I didn't tell you about one of them, times that I've ended up wanking during the day, and it's been a day in which I haven't chanted in the morning. So I'm like pretty much 100% sold on that now. That whatever the fuck that chanting is doing to me, whatever those mantras are, there's some part of me, some long, long ago past self that can somehow understand Sanskrit or Pali or whatever the fuck it is, and it's getting the messages and it's helping me change. So I need to chant every motherfucking day. I'm 100% on that now. My belief is in that 100%, okay? So, from that point on, having not chanted, having woken up from weird dreams, I pretty much went to porn straight away. Had a wank and felt immediate dissatisfaction. I've underlined here. Felt immediate dissatisfaction. And yet, the opiate effect of orgasm made me feel less anxious and stuff. So I felt not in that space that was so uncomfortable that I woke up in for a little bit. But meanwhile, I was immediately dissatisfied with my choice, having just woken up and trying to start my week. It's not a good start of the week. Well, it didn't feel like it. So then I went to read this motherfucking book, which I haven't read in years, because I thought, I may as well remind myself. It's called The Porn Trap. It's all about fucking porn addiction. And open it up, and there's a goddamn motherfucking note in here from must be 4 years ago from my previous girlfriend. Like a fucking note reminding me of all her love that she used to apparently have for me, but didn't stand the test of time. So that brought up a whole nother fucking realm of uncomfortable feelings that I don't know how to deal with. And so almost immediately, what do we go to after that? Do we go to porn or weed again? I mean, weed or porn again. Went to porn book. Let me just read it out here. Found the old note from X, and which fell out, which I didn't know was there, which had me feeling a whole new feeling for the day, which I didn't feel comfortable. Yeah, just this like states of being which was just not comfortable sitting with. Like it was too uncomfortable to sit with. So I had first joint of the day, and then I still felt fucking shit after that. The joint helped again, but it's like once it comes back down, I'm like, oh, that's right, this feeling's here. And so that led me to wank to porn again. And that was like the lowest point of the day. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, no, I don't know. That wasn't the lowest point of the day. Far out. As an analogy, I was talking to Ben Wade last night. Minimum wage. And he was telling me about this kind of idea of feelings and thoughts being like a landscape in space where there's just massive bubbles, and these bubbles have different colors. Like there's a big red bubble which could be anger, and there's a big blue bubble which could be like sadness, or maybe that's purple, and there's a big like anxiety, fear bubble which is black. And if we have perspective, then we can kind of exist in the space between the bubbles and see the emotions and thoughts, but not hone in on them necessarily, and therefore not be engulfed within them. But I was in a state where I was absolutely engulfed. Whatever this grey bubble of a feeling that I was feeling was. I could comprehend that it was a feeling that was going to go, but I couldn't see it. It was too unbearable to witness, so I had to get out quickly. And then that just... Yeah. Me and Benny are going to talk about Zen shit soon. That's going to be a new segment, but that's off topic, and I don't have much time left because the computer's not got space. Which is, you guys know that. So, I felt absolutely shit. Had 2 wanks and a joint already. And, that's what happened. After that, I went to check socials, check Discord, and I was just seeing messages, and that just sent me a whole new level of anxiety, because I fucking hate dealing with people when I want to be alone. Like I love so much that they're out there wanting to care for me, but I need to sometimes I need to dig deep into what's inside. And this was one of those times this morning. So the socials in this particular scenario stressed me out, and I went to have the second joint, and then after that, I'm pretty sure I went to the low of the low for this year essentially. I've had 3 wanks and it's like 1 p.m. I don't think I've fallen that into the porn trap. I don't think I've fallen that much into the porn trap all this year. That's like, yeah, which is like almost 2 months at this point. So I can feel myself, it's like the more I see clarity of what I am, the more these reactions are coming up, and I'm having to see these reactions with more clarity without judging them, because immediately I keep judging them. But then when I see them come up and I see where their roots are, it's like they're trying to show me very valuable information. And ultimately this led me to some lecture. Actually, I'll tell you exactly what the fuck it was, because I'm on my computer. After that, 3 wanks, the 2 joints, I was like, okay, I'm pretty fucking low here. Let's just get something to eat. Let's just write off this day, get something to eat. Let's rest and study, you know. We've already fucked up this day. That was the mindset. And so I came to this lecture called Brain, Mind and Body. The Body Keeps the Score of Trauma, by someone called Van der Kolk, Dr. Van der Kolk. And this motherfucker is pretty fucking intelligent. And he said some really interesting things. Maybe I'm going to put the lecture down below, but yeah, I'm realizing all this process of addiction and coming back to sinful action, which is that which I don't want to act towards. I'm not aiming for these things, but they keep coming into my vision, and therefore that's me aiming for them. These things keep happening, and I'm trying to push them aside. I'm still judging them, but I need to allow them to come up and to witness them with awareness and with love, like Thich Nhat Hanh would recommend, and see exactly what they are. Because through this lecture, it helped me see a lot of clarity in why this is happening, why I feel this way, just kind of all the time. Not all the time, but like concurrently. I can't go an extended period of time without feeling this kind of grey planet of anxiety and subtle dread enveloping me. And I think maybe I'm learning why. But yeah, it's all becoming unveiled. Yeah. Family, please forgive me. I have misgressed from the actions I wish to act, but it seems primarily that action is not the PMO and the weed excess use. It's actually the judging things. I have sinned from judging my own actions, and I need to stop judging myself and the world so that I can see the world clearly and love it for what it is, so that it may grow beyond the past trauma and the suffering of this world. Amen. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me confess to you. Thank you for letting me be open. Thank you, honestly, for that. Thank you for letting me be open. It's an incredible gift. I love you so much.